So I read The Politically Incorrect Guide to the Great Depression and the New Deal, and actually the review right before this one is The Politically Incorrect Guide to Capitalism. Both of these are by Robert Murphy, so I would recommend that review as well, to kind of touch on this book because I don't want to overlap too much. But to summarize, in that other review I commented a bit on just the Politically Incorrect Guide series in general, how it's by Regnery. The intended audience is more of a conservative person, that's the whole way. It's written as a politically incorrect guidebook. It's probably not as good of a title or format as it would have been, as it was like 8 years ago when it first came out, or however long ago it came out. But overall, it's still a pretty good book. The one on capitalism touched on misconceptions of capitalism in general. This one specifically focuses on the Great Depression and the New Deal, which that whole area is just filled with misconceptions. That's something where people on the left and the right tend to get it wrong. Like, the left will say it was good, the right will say, well, it's not that great, but they still get it wrong. They still get it wrong exactly on how bad it was. But really, it is good because it goes through, it just kind of clarifies everything. And I like Bob Murphy's writing. Like, he writes very well. He writes for the layman. He takes very complicated topics and distills it down into easy-to-read stuff. So I recommend his other stuff as well. I think I've already just reviewed one of his other books so far, Choice. That's another good one. But yeah, this one is exactly what the title does. It just goes through and says, like, hey, people think that FDR's New Deal program actually got us out of the Depression. And it's like, no, that's not true. That was what made the Depression great. And that's something that's usually more common among the left-wing view. But the right-wing view, honestly, they'll say, yeah, the New Deal's bad, but because it was actually World War II that got us out of the Depression. Of course, Bob Murphy spent some time on that, too, as well. He'll go through and say, like, yeah, it doesn't work. Like, creating a bunch of resources and then sending off to war where they will be destroyed is not a good way to benefit the economy. It's kind of like if you were to just kind of build things and then drive them right into the ocean, that wouldn't benefit the economy. But he goes, that's the I don't want to spend too much on it, on any specific examples, but that's really what the whole book is, just going through and clearing up these misconceptions. So if you want to be geared up on all the tidbits, all the possible arguments and history lessons you need on the Great Depression and the New Deal, this is the book to read. But of course, keep in mind it is intended for a more conservative audience. That's the way it's written. That's the way it's formatted. I think if someone that was more left-wing or center-left even, I don't think, or maybe even just centrist, I don't think they would enjoy this book as much because it's not really written for them. But it's got a lot of information, good information for everyone. It's just the way the format is, it's meant for right-wingers. But let me know what you think in the comments section. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for more. And I will say I do recommend the book, again, just for right-wingers. But thanks for watching.